Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of my journey to National Master. In this one, it was round 6 of my Chess Open 2023. I got paired up against a familiar face to this series and to this channel by now, Samuel Gonçalves. And when I saw this pairing, I was like, it's gotta be a joke. Like, 3 times in 3 months? That's crazy. Like, yeah, I got paired up against him in June, got paired up against him in July or August. Maybe it was already August. Yeah, maybe June, August, and now also in August, at the end of August, I get paired up against him. Again, first game he destroyed me, second game we drew, third game I was hoping finally for a win. Again, 3 games with the black pieces. Let's see how this game went. So, basically preparing into the game, we only had a couple hours to prepare because the game was in the morning and the pairings got out late uh, the day before. And I prepared against this Catalan, of course, and I prepared against e4. I didn't think he would play knight f3 g3 again after our game. That didn't go well for him. So yeah, I was mainly focused on the Catalan setups or e4. And when I settled down on the board, he played c4, and I'm like, bro, dude, I can't believe, bro. I don't know, like I wasn't prepared against c4 at all, and I was like, I can't believe, man, he just tricked me again. Like, I don't know. Actually, I might have to ask him, Samuel, if you're watching this, like, did you prepare at all? Did you see that I didn't really have games against C4, or that I wasn't doing anything good against it or something like that? Because, like, the first game and the third game, so the first game that we played and the third game, it feels like he almost picked a really good opening against me, because like I literally rarely face c4 and I don't really know what to do against it. So yeah, I was clueless, but I quickly played d5 to kind of bluff, to look like I knew what I was doing and I was prepared. And on the second move he plays e3, and I never seen this move. uh yeah, and I was very much like upset. I was confused. I didn't like when he played e3, because I was going for a Karpov system. For example, if he played knight c3, I would go probably knight c6. Let's say g3, I would go maybe bishop c5, go knight e7, d6. Yeah, I had a game, or maybe even like a6, tuck the bishop back. I had a game like this earlier that year, or the year before. Maybe it was 2022 or maybe 2023. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, I had a game like that. Uh, and I was going for this setup. That's the only setup that I knew against English. But the problem is that after e3, that he played, I mean, like playing knight c6 here. I was thinking like d4 and takes, and all of a sudden, like, I can't really play bishop c5 anymore. Bishop e4, I don't know at all. Maybe d5, but d5 we are on kind of I don't know, maybe a weird a Scandinavian or something like that. Like, yeah, I mean, it's playable for sure. It's probably playable, but I wasn't comfortable allowing him to get these 2 pawns in the center like this. And yeah, I didn't know what to do. I actually stopped for a while here trying to figure out what was going on, and I ended up, playing c6 here, which, yeah, I don't know. He played knight f3, and now we are in some kind of Alpin, reversed Alpin, which, yeah, it's just so weird, and I was so uncomfortable here. Yeah, this, yeah, this is weird, but okay. I played just like an Alpin. I played e4, knight d4, d5, takes, and here he played d3. So yeah, this is literally a reversed Alpin. Um, Okay. With the white pieces is fine for white. With the black pieces, maybe it's not that fine, but yeah, I guess it's still playable for sure. After d3, I mean, I was spending a lot of time in the opening, which is something that I usually don't do. I tend to spend more time towards the late middle game slash end game, which is the areas that I think I'm the worst at. Like late middle game, end game, I think I'm kind of bad. But yeah, I was spending a lot of time here. I played knight f6, he played bishop e2, and here I played bishop c5. You know, kind of putting pressure here on this knight on d4. He castled, I castled, and he played b3. And yeah, I know that in these positions, colors reverse that. I mean, taking here and damaging the pawn structure is not that special for the side picking up the knight. Like, you give up the bishop pair, you kind of mess up his pawns, but in reality, it's actually this bishop is probably worth keeping for an eventual attack. So yeah, I mean, this might be seen as a waste of time. Bishop c5, maybe bishop d6 was better to, you know, aim at the king's side. But I have to be honest, like I wasn't really trying to attack him in this position. I was just trying to survive. Like, as soon as he played c4 e3, I was like, okay, we are in survival mode. I'm just trying to draw this. I'm not trying to beat Samuel in this position, because I have no idea what's going on. But okay, I mean, I played bishop c5 for a reason, like to take the knight. So, you know, even though I knew that it wasn't maybe that good to take the knight after all, because you give up the bishop pair and you don't get much in return. I guess you damage his structure, but you can always take here on e4 and correct his structure. So yeah, it's a weird position. I don't know. But yeah, here I played another simplifying move. I played e takes on d3. He took with the queen, and yeah, we get into this position which feels more comfortable. You know, because we traded a couple pieces, a couple pawns, but still feels more comfortable. In reality, the more I looked during the game at this position, I thought that I could be in trouble if I wasn't accurate. And you know, the bishop pair here is gonna prove to be very, very important for him. Here I played a slow move h6, and this move was, you know, aimed at stopping bishop g5. You know, let's say I did a move like knight c6. I didn't like bishop g5 here, and you know, after h6 you can go to h4. And yeah, I didn't like it. Of course, the computer wants g5 because it doesn't care. It's a computer, but of course I wouldn't play g5. That's crazy. But yeah, I didn't like this pin. It's not easy to break the pin if I go knight c6. If I go knight d7 immediately, I'm blocking this bishop. h6, he played knight c3, very simple developing move. Played knight c6, also simple developing move, and he played bishop f4. And here, you know, I thought for a while, and I played a6, which is kind of a slow move as well, but I wanted to stop ideas with knight b5 and knight c7 or knight d6. That's annoying. So okay, a6, rook e1, king h8. So yeah, this move, king h8, this is kind of deep, honestly. And I'm gonna tell you why I did this move. So my idea was to trade a bishop, trade my bishop because I wanted to get rid of his bishop pair. But like I thought that I couldn't play bishop g4 immediately because of the simple reason that after takes, he has queen g3, and now this knight is under attack. If I move the knight to f6, I thought that he actually had bishop h6, which it kind of does, because after knight h5 he can play queen g4, attacking the knight, and still putting pressure on g7. If I play g6, I lose the exchange, and I'm pretty dead lost here. So Yeah, that's why I played king h h8 first. So after king h8, let's just do a random move here. If I play bishop g4, takes, queen g3 here, I have knight f6 and everything is fine. Because he's not in time to take here, because I already moved the king. So that was my idea. 500 IQ idea, right? So, okay, I played king h8, and here he played bishop f3. Very simple, very, you know, very simple move, just putting pressure on my pawn. Like, simple chess that he was playing. Again, here I should have, I don't know, maybe I should have played bishop e6, but I went for my idea, bishop g4. And here he just played rook d1, not really touching the bishop just yet. So, okay. I mean, I just play knight p4, intermediate move. And now when he moves his queen, I take here. He takes. And here I play rook c8. And I thought that I made progress. And honestly, I think I made progress in this position. I think, you know, I'm getting really close to equality here. So after all, maybe the king h8 wasn't that big of a deal losing that time, because the position is still kind of slow. But yeah, I was happy. Honestly, I reached this position and I was happy. I was like, okay, I think I made progress, and I think I'm getting really close to equality, because I traded the bishop pair, you know, the structure is symmetrical. I already have the Luft with h6, you know, and my rook on c8 is well placed on the open file. So okay, yeah, good. Here he played bishop e5, which it is annoying. Not gonna lie, it's very annoying. It's just putting pressure and threatening to double my pawns here, and I don't think there's a really good move with the knight to avoid this threat, you know. Maybe I could play knight e8, although not really, because after a3 kicking this knight, I lose this pawn. So yeah, uh, knight e4 just straight up loses a pawn here. So this is also not good. And yeah, there's not many moves with the knight. It's kind of uncomfortable, honestly, here. I played rook e8, which is fine. The computer was actually pointing out rook c6, but yeah, I mean, this looks like I'm gonna trap my own knight. Like after a3, I have knight c2. Yeah, this knight looks very loose here, although I'm threatening this pawn and I'm also threatening this rook. So I would get away with that for sure. You have to move the rook, then I take this pawn, and yeah, I'm probably fine here. So yeah, it didn't even cross my mind, honestly. Rook c6 didn't cross my mind, but it's actually a pretty classy, pretty professional move, you know, defending laterally with the rook. Uh, yeah, I don't usually do this type of moves, but I should start doing it because they look really cool. Okay, I played rook e8, which is still fine. He played rook e2, threatening to double the rooks on the e file. Here I played knight c6, bringing the knight back, and apparently this is actually a pretty horrible move, because it allows bishop takes on f6, queen takes on f6, rook e8 check, rook takes on e8, queen f6, takes, and apparently, yeah, and he wins this pawn. And he's threatening this pawn, he's up a pawn, and yeah, this looks tough for black, but I don't think he found this. He played rook e1, so my opponent missed a chance to gain an advantage. And yeah, here I should have played rook e6 with that idea to, you know, not double the pawns. If he takes on f6, I can always either take with the rook. No, probably, I don't know if taking with the rook is the correct decision, because he doesn't really have rook e8 check. But okay, maybe taking with the rook, maybe taking with the queen. I think, yeah, it's very, very similar. But yeah, rook e6 was the important defensive move here. Panicked and I took on e5, and now after a simple pawn takes, I'm gonna lose a pawn most likely because I have to move the knight, and then he has a lot of pressure on d5. But interestingly enough, the computer says that I can just, forget about this knight and play queen a5, which, ooh, if I found this, this would definitely raise some eyebrows um, of my opponent, because, yeah, this move is kind of sick, because I just let my knight hang, and I can play rook takes on e2, rook takes on e2, and yeah, he can take here. I go king g8, queen takes on e2, and queen takes on c3, and I'm holding this. Yeah, wow, what a tactic. Just leaving the knight on pre here, hanging, because I'm, counterattacking on this knight. That's kind of beautiful, and I'm still protecting d5 with the knight and the queen. Yeah, that's actually a pretty deep move, honestly. Queen a5 would have been, but yeah, I didn't look at queen a5 at all. Oh, if I found queen a5, that would have been sick. That would have deserved the draw. Queen a5 move. But unfortunately, I am a scrub, so I played knight e4, and now it takes, and we get this endgame with still all the heavy pieces on the board, where he's just up a pawn, and he's a 2000 plus rated player. He's just up a pawn in the endgame. He's probably like thinking to himself, oh, okay, I already got the win, easy win. And yeah, I mean, I shouldn't have gone for this, honestly. Like, I don't know, I thought that I could hold. Like, that's so delusional, bro. That's so delusional for me to think I could hold a position like this against a higher rated opponent. And I know that end games are not my strength at all, so, like, what am I doing? Whatever, I mean, this game doesn't really get exciting here. It just, you know, slowly but surely improves his position, brings his king in. And yeah, apparently I think there was a point where I could have, maybe held. Let me go a little bit further. Yeah, I mean, it's still super better here. Yeah, there's no, there was no real chance after, I gave up a pawn like that. Yeah, it just pretty much just won pretty convincingly and easily with some technique. Yeah, we fast forward, and I resigned here, and yeah, what a weird game. I have to be honest, like, I was very upset at this game because I felt like I didn't have a chance at all. Like, I felt like my opponent just played super simple chess, and he just crushed me without even like trying. Almost, it felt like that. It felt like I got crushed without him even trying. He just played simple chess, and he just beat me simply. Yeah, this was very poor by me, honestly. Like, damn, man. Like, I look at these games now, and I feel like, damn, I'm such a trash chess player. But yeah, I have to study more and to improve more, because yeah, these games are, they really make me mad at myself, because yeah, I should at least make him sweat a little bit. But okay, GG Samuel. I mean, he's very strong. It is what it is. These tournaments are very tough for a low rate opponent, but we keep going, we keep trying, we keep going. This journey is still in its infancy, so yeah, you probably should expect like 1,000 episodes. But yeah, this was the game. GG's to Samuel. I hope I play you in 2027 maybe, because like we already played way too many times, so I got to play also other players. You also probably feel the same. You're probably also tired of facing me, but it is what it is, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.